Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boy Sir Drinks a Lot, and you tuned in to a Lap It Up, my drink review series. Today's drink of choice is brought to you by. I just can't talk today. Look, I have been stabbed twice, and you know what? It's my own fault. I am just a troubled child. Denisio and the rest of them up at LabCorp. I'm sorry. But she got me. This is normally the spot where I can usually get, where they finally get me after like the second attempt at me coming in, a pain in the butt. Well, this time, I had to get the back of my hand, which took a little bit longer, and it did hurt. Okay, yes, obviously hurt is a thing, but it stung more than hurt. Whereas the other one was fine to begin with, but then it was a dull ache because she kept trying to get it and just wasn't getting it. And as she was, I'm going to say this and y'all chill, as she was pulling out, she got a spurt. So, y'all need to chill. Anyway. So blood's been done. They'll give me an update if there's anything major, but I'll get my lab info soon, and I can check that out. And I am shiveted and prepped. I showered last night, though I slept with the dog, Sheila. But she is brushed and groomed and everything, so she does not stink. She's a smelly good girl now. But anyway, she's a sweetheart, and she's doing better. She's doing way better. Anyway, the Alani I was talking about is chill out. Which is Brew, flavored with other natural flavors. There you go. I thought about checking this out. It is getting, for me, it's spooky season already. In fact, it's been spooky season since, I don't know, Easter. And it is an energy drink, and I believe a caramel apple maybe, because that's what's on the front. Who knows? It's the dead body of the animal. I don't like running over existing animals. Also, I'm hungry, so I'm probably going to stop by and snag something cheap for breakfast. I don't know. This may be what I have. Because you have to not eat or drink anything except water or coffee before you get your blood drawn. So, which honestly isn't that much of a problem for me because I don't really normally eat breakfasts. I'll usually have like a snack or something, but I don't have a full meal, which I try to eat something in the mornings. Like I do the meatballs. Occasionally we'll eat those up, and the dogs will nosh on those, and I'll eat them too, and let's kind of do that. But as when it comes to like a big meal, I don't. And usually it's because prep and clean before I have to go to work, I'm just not as interested. And I had pre-made stuff, but I don't want to eat. Those are dinners. I mean, I know they're meals, but they're made for, And I did a bacon, sliced up pieces of bacon, green pepper, like one green bell pepper, and some onion, sauteed with a little bit of barbecue sauce when I was cooking, salt, pepper, and garlic, and then put in the rice in the container. So now I have two of those. I have two with the marinated pork that I did, that I cooked up. It tastes really good. And so I've got 4 meals prepped, and yeah, doing good. I I need to work on my sushi rice. I have 24 more days until I go on my cruise, and I am going to sign up for that sushi class while on board. I think that would be fun little thing to do. Mastering the sushi rice is something I need to do, honestly. But I think probably when it comes to just health in general, I'm doing good. I bought myself a callus remover for the feet, and it's so nice. Everything is doing good. I feel like I'm doing better. I kind of am worried that when you start doing better, you get geared up for a fall. Like something's gonna happen, I'm kind of hoping not. You're looking at 15 calories, 180 milligrams of sodium, 5 grams of carbs, where 1 is from sugar and alcohol. You got niacin, vitamin B6, yeah, B12, biotin, yeah. So I mean, this should be good. I don't really want donuts, honestly, I'd rather just have some chips, I think, but I will just refrain, and I'm sure it'll be good. Ooh! Oh, that smells like a Jolly Rancher. It smells like the sour apple Jolly Rancher. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. With a hint of caramel. Yeah, it is. It's green apple with caramel. People talk about like how language is sexy. And there's all kinds of language, like verbal, obviously, and then we have body language. And there is something to be said for a sly smile. And also, okay, I was listening to the other day, and it was about it was actually a question, and then reading in comments. And the question was like, what turns you off for, like, when you meet someone, like, I don't like the term ick, because it gets used for stuff that, I don't know, ick always seems kind of more, I don't know, biological. But I think if a woman or man, anyone really, like, especially when it comes like friends or in a relationship, if they're rude to the wait staff, like, picky people piss me off. And here's an instance that's happened the other day where I was picky, but I wasn't picky. My coworker Joel had decided he wanted to get some Chinese, and I'm usually down for General Tso's chicken. Usually it's me, General Tso's chicken, steamed rice, or regular, and then egg rolls and a drink. That's a go-to lunch. I'll eat that. Even if I want like a burger and you're getting me Chinese, I'm gonna eat that damn check. Just that's how it is. But this time I had asked him to get me teriyaki chicken with white rice. Now they sell a chicken on a stick with teriyaki sauce. It's the only teriyaki chicken type thing they do. And he didn't see it on the menu, so he just ordered me General Tso's chicken. Yeah. And because I told him, like, hey, I want this, and this. And usually I'm not like that. Usually I don't, like, I'm not I want a double cheeseburger, but I want it only half cheese and half tomato, no mustard. I mean, oh, I can't stand pickles. It's a thing. I don't worry about that. Because those things don't bother me. Now they bother other people, and that's fine. But I told him, I was like, oh, well, I'm the one that gave you specifics that I didn't clarify how to get it, so don't worry about it. And I think that there are a lot of people who do that, who are over, worried about stuff, and it's like trying to make sure that you're taken care of. Oh no, honey. Oh no, it's fun. No, get your stuff taken care of, and you being taken care of helps me, because when you're taken care of, then I don't have to worry about you, and then I can worry about me. That is a lot of how I deal with just people in general. It's like, if you're taken care of, that I don't have to worry about you coming up and bothering me or needing me or anything. That's one of the things, like when it comes to service industry. If you're taken care of, you no longer have to mess with me. You've got your own shit to deal with, and I can do what I need to do for myself or for somebody else. So, and maybe that's not the best thing, but then again, I think in most cases it is. To just like do your best. Well, that took me about an hour. That's frustrating. Anyway, yeah. So it's a nice energy drink. I definitely needed it. I definitely need to eat something. To yeet something, I might need to eat something. But things have been really good. I'm fairly healthy. I'm fairly happy. But yeah, I think if you're rude to the wait staff, or you're being just a butt to people, or you come out of the gate, like if I say I like something, and then you say, oh my god, that is so fucking, don't do that. If I say something, if I tell, okay, and not in this instance, but if I say I love Hitler, leave. Like, that's, if anybody comes up to me and says, oh, Hitler was so awesome, I'm out. I'll leave, and I'm like, hey, I just realized I gotta go. My dog's calling, or like, oh man, I really thought Amanda Bynes was hot, and I was all like, cool, yeah, all that was a great show. I'm like, okay, I'm out, and I'm calling the cops. It's like, I think that there's a fine line. Like, if, like, especially if people are so into their own stuff that they don't possibly think that other people aren't, and also everyone thinks that they know they've cracked the code. And I think it's more of where you're at, because like if you're in the bigger city, you're trying hard to make that money, but also kind of make yourself known. So you're trying to crack the codes of health and fitness and industry, or and everyone is doing the same thing. Some of the stuff I hear, and I think some of these are skits and dramatized, but like some of it's where you meet somebody and they start talking about creatine, and there's balances for a lot of things, but like and the shit that people believe, and they'll tell you, like the whole fucking cutting board thing. I was recently watching this TikTok where it's like this lady was talking about how you can't use glass cutting boards because they dull the knives. You can't use stone because you get kidney stones from the minerals. You can't use plastics because you get microplastics. And it's like, Liam, I can't remember the guy's name, but I know his name's Liam. Awesome guy, really awesome. He basically said that we don't eat enough vegetables. We don't eat enough proteins and meats and stuff, we don't really cook enough to where that all of the things that you get, or the possibilities that you get from using these different cutting boards, like wood gets, like, the chicken juice and stuff, like, you can get more harmful things from everyday fruits and vegetables that you don't cut up, and just like the benefits outweigh the negatives, because if your body is strong and healthy, it fights off a lot of bad things. And I'm not saying lick a wooden cutting board, but like, do your due diligence in cleaning. But like, if you know your knife is getting dull, sharpen it, clean it. Don't sharpen it and then use it. Sharpen it, clean it, then use it. I mean, just be smart. And I don't know. Also, if you buy a $16 cutting board, it shouldn't last you for the rest of your life. Okay? You can buy another $16 cutting board. You don't have to do it every time you cook. Every other year, or I don't know, just, what I mean? Just, I'm going on a rant now. Anyway, I got to get to work. I've been stabbed twice, and I was told to look out for opportunities yesterday in my fortune cookie, and told me that I should look out and keep my eyes peeled and watch for opportunities. And in my first response wasn't, oh cool, opportunities for me. My first thought was opportunities for people to fucking stab me. That says something about me, I think. Anyway, stabbed twice. So, anyway, as always. Oh, by the way, this gets a 4 and an 8. This is damn good. Anyway, as always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. Hey, take care. Bye.